Hello, welcome to my room. This is my room at my student house in Manchester. It's crashed again, I don't believe it. What could possibly be making it do that? Largest radius available. Quite a pain. Anyway, there we are. I'll just stop that one for the time being. Yes, as you can see, I've got double track main line going, two independently running loops, one going one way, the other going the other, and I've linked them here with a reversing loop which goes straight through the middle. So what that does is reverses direction. So you can see this train comes along here, and then if I open this point here, open this point here, and then basically on the controller what you need to do is set them both going the same speed in opposite directions, so that then when it reaches the break in the rail, it goes over. This is for DC, of course. If you've got DCC, you can get sort of bits that do that. But it will come across, go to the outside of the two tracks, going the right direction, so that then you can reverse it into these sidings, going the right way. What I'll eventually have, if I can sort of free up a few of these points here by using longer streamline ones here. These are a bit tight for some of the engines. What I'll do, I'll use these over there, and what I'll do, it'll come off the outside track, go round behind. There's a little space in there, so they'll just do a little loop. It'll come round and then reattach to the inside of the two tracks going this way, which will enable us to have basically real working double mainline, how it's supposed to go. My favourite track design that's actually more fun than this is to have basically a station on the reversing loop. So basically you put this break in the rail right back to literally like here, just before it joins, which means if you then build 4 or 5 track station in the middle, all holding tracks back onto the main line, what you can do is you can stop a train in the middle before it reaches the other track, so that whatever's running on the outside track has time to park before you bring this out of the station. And then it's a legitimate reason for actually stopping it in the middle of the layout there. So instead of having platforms here, you'd have it in the middle, and it would all look a little more convincing, a little more efficient. As you can see, I probably don't have room to do that here, because these trains are all a bit too long to fit in a siding that would go, this length. That would, this one certainly wouldn't fit. That's really too long. I think that one would probably fit, but that's about the shortest one I have. Freight probably would if I took one of the cars off. The B&O there, that probably wouldn't. That's a really nice locomotive. Need to review on that one. That one, I probably wouldn't send that through the inside track anyway, because the curves are probably a little too tight. That one remains on the outside, I think. But yes, I've got plans to do a layout over the summer, and I'll do little updates and stuff on that. Basically what we've got is a board which covers basically this surface area, except much wider this way and a little bit shorter, I think. In any case, it's 12 by 6, and what we'd like to do is extend it off the other side a little bit. Actually, it'll be in this part. Extend it off this way a little bit, so the curve would come round much further and then join back there. Or what that enables is a more interesting kind of route around here, and we can use flex track, make it really smooth. And also on this side we'll have one of these loops, and so instead of the loop going round there, it'll go down underneath to hidden staging, which will be underneath the board here. And it's not going to be in this room, by the way. It's going to be back in my my actual home back in Bidston. So that will be quite exciting. The only thing is, if we can actually work out some way to actually do a kind of multi-staging thing that can be taken apart. Basically what it needs to be done is both of the boards are 6 by 6, so they need to come apart in the middle here, which means obviously you can't have any switches on the break. You need to have, you know, a splice piece maybe in the middle here. You can take splice piece, splice piece, splice piece, take them all out, lift them all up, and then the boards literally just come apart in the middle and the tracks can stay on when we put it into storage, because it's going to be a sort of semi-permanent layout. I imagine what we'll do with the ramp, that'll be a separate piece that will come off over that side and come off over here. See, it'll go under the other tracks back there somewhere, and it'll start to go down the incline here. So that'll be a bear in mind it'll be a much larger scale. This is very rough, I'm explaining here. So the gradient will be very, very slight, going both up and down. So basically underneath it'll go down like this, and it'll have a big loop that will come all the way around here and go back up the ramp and then rejoin the tracks here. And underneath on that loop will be more staging tracks. So yes, that's my plans, and in the meantime this is what I've been playing with. Plenty of more things to talk about. There's mallard in there. I think, yeah, I'm going to do some reviews of these carriages here. These are all quite nice. Well, I'm not really going to do reviews, I'm just going to talk about them because those are my own paint jobs. The paint scheme is a pretty well-known American one, but I actually airbrushed these and detailed them myself, so I'll let you know how I did those. Alright, let's do one more pass of the West Country. Whoops. Really sloppy camera technique today, sorry about that. Alright, see you guys later.